The following program is a public service of Gulf Coast State College, WKGC, and Commodore Productions. And now, the Military Hour with Cary Dieter.
Welcome to another edition of Military Hour. Our returning guest today is Brother retired Lieutenant Colonel David Brogdon, the horse whisperer from the Hope Project. Hey, welcome, man. Brother. Now look, I want to warn everybody up front, we have too much fun when we get together, and we're going to try not to do any giggling, snorting, or loud guffaws, but we also have in our midst another former Army cadre, soldier, who just might break out in laughter at any minute. So in any event, thanks for being here. Thanks for what you're doing. I won't divulge your name or your rank. Anyway.
But she was an MP. And
she was an MP, so we're going to behave.
She never gave me a ticket, so I think I'm good.
There you go.
I didn't get caught.
Yeah. In any event, you got some things going on with the Hope Project that are paramount and stellar that we want to get people involved in.
Well,
as many as possible.
When you invited me back, my first thought was, wow, I was just on not too long ago, and so what do we have to talk about? Then all of a sudden I remembered we have a lot going on. We have the holidays coming up, and even some things happening this morning that are pretty exciting. But I guess if we just do kind of a little calendar thing,
that'd be good.
Next week we're going to be heading out to Sims VA Nursing Home with some other groups and just having a good time.
Are you going to take horses out again like you did before?
I will have to check. I'm sure we could make that happen if it's desired. We always enjoy taking horses out there. And but I know there's some holiday parties going on out there, some Christmas parties. And then at the end of this month, we have a holiday celebration, a Hope holiday celebration. And that's going to be on a Saturday afternoon, the 30th of December. And that's going to be from 12 to 4. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some food and some horse time. And we're going to have some new horses for people to come and see. And there's going to be some great surprises there.
Tell me how you got these new horses real quick.
Well,
same method?
No, it's a little bit different this time because technically we're not a horse rescue, but we receive 1 to 2 emails or phone calls a week asking us to take horses because horses are very high maintenance.
Sure.
Even more than my wife. Well, close.
Connie, I will counsel him on those things.
But sometimes things happen in people's lives.
Sure.
And they just can't really take care of them anymore. And so we receive all kinds of calls and emails. And sad thing is, we can't take too many because we have limited grazing area, grass, and actually finances.
Right. Yeah. How many acres are you on?
We have 25 acres that we rent with a 2-bedroom Hope House.
Right.
And that's for vets to come and stay and their families if they're coming from out of the area for a day or two while they enjoy some horse time. But about half of that is cleared for grass and the other half is wooden. We're working on clearing more space so we can rotate the horses around.
Sure.
But horses normally need around 2 acres apiece to 2.5 acres of grass to, continue, because they're like me, they're constant eaters. They eat about 24/7, and so we're only have space for a few, and so we do have 2 that are coming and possibly a 3rd that's going to be a surprise, and so everybody can come out on the 30th and have some games, some fun, horse time, pictures with the horses, and some silent auctions, and so we're inviting everyone to kind of RSVP.
That sounds like
Let
fun.
us know you're coming, that way we know how to do the food and everything.
Now to RSVP, and I've got a couple other questions. RSVP via your Facebook page, or how are we handling
Primarily through the Facebook page, they could email just to let us know one way or another about how many are going to come, because we don't want to prepare for 300 and have 30. And we don't want to prepare for 30 and have 300 either.
Right.
That'd be worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's exciting. And also every Sunday afternoon we have an open house for especially vets and their families.
Yep.
And last Sunday afternoon we had about 25.
Oh, good.
Had a young vet come back, bring his wife, and 5 small children. And
good deal.
That was a lot of fun. And actually made s'mores that night. We built a fire And I'd never had s'mores in my life before, and that was my first s'more.
I don't even know what a s'more is, so you know I'm old and out of touch.
Yeah, it's something with marshmallows, chocolate, and graham crackers over the campfire.
Just what us diabetics need, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know, or us fat, old retired chaplains. So I need more s'mores.
But I was surprised. Last month I was out with the CVMA and we made a small donation.
Yeah.
Large to us, small to your organization.
No, large to us.
But you mentioned that the amount to feed, and I wanted to clarify, is it per horse or is this like for the number of horses you had, $1,000 a month? That can't be per horse, is it?
No, no. And I was trying to get a good look this morning, somewhere around about $6,000 a month to take care of, you know, we rent the property and feed and all the maintenance and everything that goes on with the horses. And, you know, God provides.
Oh, absolutely.
He really does. And here's the thing, I don't take a penny, and no one on our board takes a penny.
Right. All volunteer.
All volunteer, and everything we do is totally free. And so we exist by, you know, totally on donations and grants like, you know, yourself and CVMA. And we want them to come out on the 30th as well.
We can probably make that happen.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to have everyone come out. And so God provides, and, you know, we're very thankful. In fact, this morning, you know, on the way over here, I had to stop by and see the horses. And Hammer said hello.
Oh, Hammer, yeah.
And Merida and Olga were very wet, hanging out. But Hammer's smart. He was in the stall. He was out of the wind and out of the rain.
See,
and
that's one of the reasons I fell in love with that horse.
Yeah. And Angel wasn't too far from him. And so they're all doing well. But I stopped and checked the mail. And in the mail had our first ever Hope Project Christmas card.
Wow.
And
good deal.
What really made this special was, if you don't mind, I can read it real quick.
Please do.
It says, "To the Hope Project, I heard about your ministry at a Veterans Day celebration," and that was the one, I think, at Texas Roadhouse. It says, "Please accept this gift as I love horses and I am an Air Force veteran who struggles with PTSD. My wife and I would love to come and visit your facility one day. God bless." And first name was Don, and they live out of state.
Huh, wow.
And I guess they were down here for the Veterans Day weekend, and we met them at Texas Roadhouse.
Good deal.
There, and they gave a donation, which obviously they didn't have to, and it was at Christmas time, and just, this is what we're all about, not the donations, but here you have a vet suffering with PTSD. And
he wants to help out.
And he wants to help us.
Yep.
And so all we want to do is give back.
Of course.
And so, you know, we'll contact him and his bride, and they can come and enjoy any time.
Now, donations, how are you able to do that online? You do it on Facebook, or are you doing it some other method online? Or
We have several different ways people can give, and all the gifts are 100% tax deductible. We're a 501c3.
C3.
And on our Facebook, there's a donate button which links to PayPal.
Okay.
And
the Facebook page is Facebook Hope Project?
Hope Project.
Or the Hope Project?
Hope Project, Healing Our Patriots with Equines. And it's on all of our brochures. And, you know, there's a lot of Hope Projects out there.
Yeah.
But we're the only one healing Patriots with Equines.
With Equines.
And so you can give on the Facebook, or, you know, you can be like this wonderful couple and mail checks, and some do.
Well, you know what? Give the mailing address, because you're out off 20 out there.
Okay. It's 790. Well, see, now I have memory issues. So,
well, so do I.
You asked me a hard question.
Sorry. We can look it up.
Yeah. I want to say it is 972 or 792, Highway 20, Youngstown. And but most people, I use my home mailing address. That one I actually know.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. Yeah.
And that's 2460 Dumajack Road, and that's in Chipley.
In Chipley.
You know, well, it's halfway between 20 and Chipley, but 32428.
But as a point of reference for those that are local, if you're traveling north on 77, turn right on 20. It is 10 miles heading towards 231, heading east, and big signs out, the Hope Project.
Right. And
when you see the Hope Project, turn left.
And if you come up 231 and you come to 20, turn left.
Turn left.
And 4.5 miles on the right.
So that's four and a half.
A couple miles past Pitt Springs where they kayak and everything.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful place out there. And we do have a sign. And there's 2 GPSs, and one leads you right to our driveway. The other leads you the opposite direction, like towards Bluntstown or something.
I didn't know that.
I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
There's not a lot out there.
Well,
you know,
I've always been a map guy, and GPS. To me, it's a get you close thing.
Yeah.
May not put you exactly where you need to be, but you'll be close most of the time.
That's why I say in between 231 and 77, you'll find us. And so, you know, some people mail checks, and also, you know, we do fundraisers like we were talking about, the one at Texas Roadhouse, and we had one on Thanksgiving Day. Culver's did a great job for us, had a special Thanksgiving meal for donations, and, you know, we have some good sponsors like that. And also, our veteran service organizations, you know, we've been very blessed to have such great organizations. You mentioned CVMA and
VFW, the AMVETS, the American Legion. I mean,
the auxiliaries.
Yeah, I'm glad to see they're all, you know, behind you, what you're doing.
Well, when I retired, I had no idea really about the veteran organizations, and because, you know, when you're active duty, and I was spending so much time in other places around the world that I never really had time to get involved. And so once I retired, I found out what great people and what great support groups each of these organizations really is.
And we all support one another.
We do, and just great vets and great family members, and you know, we love them. And so they support us, and we try in any way we can to support them as well.
And I think another one of the best things here in relation to the veterans organizations is so many active duty that are in the area, that there's a good influx in all of them, all the posts of different age groups, and a lot of family activity. So that's a good thing for this area.
Oh, very much. I was new to the area about 1.5 years ago, and so coming from retiring out of Fort Benning, Georgia, coming down to this area, I really wasn't expecting all the friendly folks that love the military and vets, and just, you know, all the bases that are around. And so it's a great area to retire in, and it's a lot of great people that do care about the military, and you know, they do support the Hope Project. And so, you know, we have groups like that, and we have a couple of new opportunities. I mentioned fundraisers, and we have a big fundraiser coming up, and I think
hold that one up. Maybe we can get a shot of that one or something.
Might have a picture. It's the Fun in the Sun Mud Run.
Fun in the Sun Mud Run.
And this is being put on by Panama City Toyota and ServPro of Bay County. And what that's going to be is it's like a 3-mile mud run with obstacles and lots of mud. And they even have a mud run for the kids.
Can I enter my wife in that one?
Yes, and she can enter you, I'm sure.
Oh, no. I'll be videoing.
Oh, you'll be video. But they even have a course for the kids, for the little children. And so
that sounds like fun.
I'm going to enter some grandchildren in there just to watch them get muddy, and I know they'll have a lot of fun doing that.
Oh, yeah.
There's a tug of war competition, and there's going to be a lot of great people there. And the Fun in the Sun Mud Run actually supports 5 local charities, and all here local, and the Hope Project is blessed to be one of those 5.
Yeah, combined effort for 5 local charities.
Yes.
That is
and,
fabulous.
So it all stays here local.
Yep, working together.
And, you know, they're on Facebook, and you can find them on our Facebook from the Hope Project, but also they have a Facebook website there. And so we're looking for more people to sign up, and always sponsors, because maybe you don't want to, you know, get muddy, or you know, go through a obstacle course and all of that. Well, you know, you can be one of the sponsors, and knowing that whatever gift you give will definitely help the local charities here.
There you go.
And so it's a great opportunity, and I'm looking for teams to compete. So if we could get some VFWs versus VFWs, maybe,
cool.
you know, some Army versus Marines, or, you know, Navy versus Air
Oh,
Force.
there's no contest there. The Army would win that one.
Well, of course,
Army
and I'm not
versus
sure the
Marine.
Air Force and Navy have ever been muddy.
They would probably just video.
Yeah, you know. But maybe...
What, it's the Facebook page is Fun in the Sun and
it is Fun in the Sun Mud Run.
Fun in the Sun Mud Run. So check that one out.
That even
Look
rhymes
one
a
up.
lot, you know?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. And they're doing a lot of hard work on here.
Cool.
And so businesses, sponsors, teams, maybe you can get some firefighters versus some, you know, cops
first responders
or first
and cops,
responder. Yeah. It'd just be a lot of fun. And it's going to be at H.G. Horders Park, Park. And, you know, I think they're kind of concerned out there. They don't know what's going to hit them. So,
March the 3rd.
March the 3rd.
2018.
So, sign up now because
Good
that
deal.
is coming really soon.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're almost in 2018.
Exactly.
And another opportunity to give, and this is brand new. And Anita, who put together our 5K last year, is now working with you.
Hi, Anita.
Great people, her and James and their family.
James.
But she is now working with United Way of Northwest Florida, and she has got the Hope Project as an unaffiliated member or charity of United Way of Northwest Florida, which means now you can designate the Hope Project through the United Way.
So businesses could avail themselves of this, make the donation to United, and have it pointed specifically to the Hope Project. Now, there's a good idea, especially for local businesses.
Oh, definitely.
End of the year time. Going to make donations. Good deal.
And a lot of the employees, and it's the same with military, with the big United Way type of campaigns that are going on. You can fill out one of these forms and just designate where it says other agency, Hope Project Incorporated.
Is this a standard form that's available from United Way's websites or whatever?
Right. That's a standard form.
Call me Fumble Fingers. You see me drop that 3 times?
It's okay. Better you than me. You know? But also you can go to their website, United Way of Northwest Florida, and you can give online. And here and online you can designate, you know, payroll deductions or, you know, an automatic gift. So
if individuals want to do that, they can do it through the payroll deduction too.
Online or through that form.
Good deal, man.
And so it's really cool. And we've been really blessed, and still working hard, getting a lot of vets coming out, family members, and we're still staying busy and going out to try to make a difference.
Well, that's good. And I wanted to just add this real quick. I'm kind of backing up about the Sims.
Yes.
The last time you were out there with the horses, I mean, everybody, all the residents, the staff, I mean, they just loved that. Of course, who doesn't, right? But I hope your next go-around, when you come out there, you can take them again, because they just really enjoyed it.
Well, it's something we want to do regular, and I talked to Sims and Miss Jenny out there, who's a sweetheart, and we're working on all the vets coming out to the Hope Project for a day. And so that'll be coming up in the future, and we have been doing a PTSD group out there. And that was such a blessing because, you know, you see 22 vets, Korea, World War II, Vietnam, and just the stories, and it's very humbling. In fact, we had a World War II vet come out this week to the Hope Project, brought his, he was brought by his daughter and his granddaughter, because they were in visiting. And this World War II vet, first name's Morgan, and he's definitely a hero. He was there on D-Day and scaled the cliffs and ended up in Battle of the Bulge and fought across Germany. And so him and a few others that I've been able to talk to, it is so humbling. And just to listen to the stories and trying to encourage them to tell their stories, write their stories, because we don't want to lose that history. And, you know, when I think about, you know, my experiences, Iraq, Afghanistan, whatever, you know, I can't compare that to, you know, World War II, being gone for years, and what they endured, or Korea and the cold in the mountains, or even Vietnam in the jungles, you know.
I have an uncle that was a jumper at Normandy, and he survived. And I never even realized or knew that until about 5 years ago. He's 84.
Wow.
Now. But yeah, never talked about it. He just
And I still say it's the greatest generation.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Of course, my own father was World War II vet, crazy Navy. Couldn't talk me into any of that stuff. But.
Well, you know, when I was enlisted 9 years ago, I left and went to Bible college and pastored in North Carolina. I had two older deacons there, and both World War II vets, and one was in the Navy. And
he was the crazy one, right?
No, not at all.
Really?
He had like 14 Bronze Stars, and all the ships around him had been sunk. And then when he was doing a little R&R in Okinawa, of course, after the battle, the ship he was on was sunk. And just great man, and his wife, and now they're both in heaven. And then I had another deacon named J.P. Seeley, who was a big man who was an MP. Shout out to the MPs there.
Yeah. In
the Battle of the Bulge.
Oh my goodness.
And just great men and women of that generation.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
yeah.
We've been very blessed in this nation with the heritage of vets and family members who also are heroes in their own right.
Absolutely. Truer words can't be spoken. But the funny thing to me was, and I never knew this until years later either, about my own father, my dad. He was in the Pacific Theater, and he was a submariner, so he was a torpedo guy.
Wow.
Yeah, and he wasn't a small guy like me. I mean, I'm the runt. He was a pretty good-sized boy. He's bigger than you, and but again, he was another one of those. He didn't want to talk about any of it until his last few years. But, and I only found out about some of, I'll use the word exploits from older family members that knew, what was going on when he was over. But it's humbling when you talk to any of those guys, not just a relative, but so what they went through. It's very, very humbling. And I know for one, I'm thankful for every veteran.
I am too.
Past, present,
and even
future.
those, and I don't want to say it like that, but many times I'll talk to vets who didn't deploy. They weren't in Vietnam, or they weren't in Iraq or Afghanistan, and they are just as much vets as anybody else.
Exactly.
And,
they're veterans.
I was enlisted 9 years during the Cold War and didn't go anywhere once, but I would have.
Sure.
Just like these vets would have if they had received the call, and
that's the difference.
They raised their right hand and they were willing.
That's right.
And so it just wasn't God's plan.
They signed the blank check up to and including my life. Yeah. So, I stand where you stand on that. Yeah, they're veterans. Period.
And you're never the same after you leave the military. It's definitely, for me, once a soldier, always a soldier. And it's not that you don't like civilians, but you're more comfortable around vets.
We're not going to go there.
No, I do like civilians.
Yeah, I do too.
It's just
in short spurts.
I'm just different in a lot of ways.
Yeah, most of us are. We're kind of regimented, and But in any event, I'm glad that you're meeting with the success you are for this reason, because you're helping brothers and sisters and families.
And that's really what it's all about. We love the horses, and helping the horses really helps me, because the Army said I was no longer fit to be a soldier. And so leaving the military was extremely difficult.
Yeah.
And then, with TBIs and PTSD and the headaches and the struggles, being able to take care of horses who, the ones we have are all survivors from kill pens and bruised up, scarred up. And so the fact that I can help take care of them and love on them, and then have them in turn love on me and other vets, it's a great blessing. And so all we want to do is help anyone we can that's hurting, especially our vets and our family members. And, it's the greatest blessing in the world to be able to do that.
I've only been out twice. I wish I could get out every day, but I can't. Life prevents it. However, I'll say this. If you get a chance to go up there Just go do it. You will not imagine or believe how can I say this? You get this feeling because the horse, you can't fool the horses.
No.
You can't. And both times I went, I slept like a baby both nights. And I can't explain that. And in fact, we even earlier discussed, I'm up at 2:30 last night. You know, it happens. It just is part of the territory.
It's, you know, it's something amazing about those horses. Now, you know, we can do the full-blown equine-assisted psychotherapy, which is really, really cool and helpful, and we do that.
And I want to do that one as well.
And
I want to be able to take
it's a great
time.
experience because the horse and you become your own therapist. But also, it's a lot of times where just vets and family members, first responders are welcome as well, will just come out and hang out with the horses. And just being around them is a blessing as well. So.
And that's really all I've done so far. I haven't done an official therapy with them, but I'm going to.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, if you'll let me.
Sure.
Oh, good.
Sure.
Do I have to eat that horse feed again like you made me last time?
Not as long as you shovel some poop.
Okay, I can shovel some poop anyway.
That's called fertilizer. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you need fertilizer for your yard or garden, we have that too.
Mixes well with compost.
Very good fertilizer.
Now he's treating me like a mushroom. Okay, we're going into our other area of how we talk to each other and deal with each other. But I can't thank you enough for what you're doing, and I hope that your wife, Miss Connie, can put up with you and handle all this, because I know it's just like the wives serve while the men serve. You know, they get it.
You know, go ahead and feel sorry for her. It's tough.
I will.
She tries to remind me that I'm retired.
Yeah, good luck with that one. I hear it all the time.
I can't be still. I can't sit still. And there's a lot of reasons for that.
Sure.
But, you know, we've been blessed, and we're very thankful. God's been good to us, and faith is a huge part.
Me as well.
Of my life, and, you know, Christmas is all about hope, and the holidays are all about hope. And once someone loses hope, they've lost everything. And so,
yeah, that is true.
You know, for me, Christmas is about Christ and my hope in Him.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can share hope with others, then that makes everything worth it.
Now, as a little bit of an antidote there, and again, because you know I'm involved with a lot of organizations, so I've been doing the bah humbug thing with a dear sister, you know, military, and I mean, I had her pretty much believing that I didn't like Christmas. So then I do this compilation of Christmas music, and all done through that wonderful social media app, the Facebook thing, privately, but anyways, and I sent it to her, this musical compilation, and explained to her how it really is my most favorite time of year, because he who is forgiven much, in turn wants to forgive much and give much. And I know I have been more than blessed and thankful. So I'm just thankful. I love the season.
And that's where I am. I mean, God has blessed me so much in so many ways. And He blesses us to be a blessing. And the scars that we carry, you know, those are also signs of healing. And God carries us. And so hopefully we can help those who are still hurting. And yes, we hurt, we struggle, but it's better to struggle together and hold each other up and bear one another's burdens than to try to struggle alone.
Oh, yeah.
And then lose hope.
Yep, that's true. And I've said this a lot, and whether it's true or not, it's like this. When you're in Yaha City and everything is happy and everything is fun, you don't really learn. But when you get down in that valley and in that pit, you may not like it, you may not learn right then, but when you come out of it, that's where you learn. And that's where you get that thankfulness and the appreciation.
I think all of us have control issues.
Oh, yeah.
You know, especially me as a you know, a guy, a husband, a father, a grandfather, soldier, whatever. I want to fix things.
Yep.
I want to, you know, be able to have everything under control, and God will allow me to be in situations where I can't control or I can't fix things, so I learn to trust Him who is in control and who's wanting to fix me. and who will take care, of the situations. And so Christmas, reminds me that there's a God who loved me so much that He came to give us hope. And so my favorite holidays are Christmas, and really even more is Easter.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
You know what?
All right, brother.
God bless you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Please give Connie a hug for myself and Lash.
Well, give Lash a hug.
And the door's open here, and I am so excited about. You're just like boom, 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 boom. Year and a half. How long have you been?
About a year and a half.
About a year and a half. Fabulous.
Yeah.
That tells you right there God's blessing. So
going 200 miles an hour.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy it. Tune in again, and because it's about vets helping vets.
Amen.
Appreciate it.